Hey guys, Dina DVD. You know, I don't mind saying I sometimes don't have great luck with certain pickups and so on. But I got to tell you, I got so lucky today that I don't even know what to say about it. But I really did. So hold on a second. Let me shimmy this thing over here more where it's to my liking. That would be better right there, I think. Get a look at some of the Criterion stuff that I've got in the Deadwood set there. Anyway, a little out of breath. I don't know why. I guess I moved a lot of stuff around just a few minutes ago, but I'll show you a couple pickups I got. Some dirt cheap. This is, I was watching a video, Blu-ray, and sometimes, I'll see a preview or a trailer for a movie that I've never seen before, and something about it just catches my eye, and I say, you know what? I'm going to buy it. And this was like $6 on Amazon, so I picked it up. And that is Source Code. There we go. Source Code, Roger Ebert, it shows you how old the movie is, gave it a thumbs up. How bad can it be? Jake Gyllenhaal, I sort of like him. Michelle Monaghan, I like her. And somebody I don't know, called Vera Farmiga. Someone's going to say, oh, she's this or he's that. Or anyway, the preview looked good. The movie itself looked interesting. Sorry about the glare. But I got it for like $6 off Amazon. Free shipping, because I'm a whatever member I am. And there's the side. And there's the bag. But this is not why I'm lucky. This is just a pickup I had. Next, not that. That's the really lucky one. Next, I don't often double dip. But I did hear, I own this one, Wanted. It's a pretty good movie. I enjoy it. Assassins, and they can turn bullets with their mind, so they're perfect assassins because they don't have to have a great shot. They can do it from various places and so on. And there's a group of these assassins, and they recruit this guy, and Angelina Jolie's in it. That's about all you need to know about the movie. It's not a great movie, but it's a pretty good movie. It's one of these entertaining movies you put on, you watch it, you're entertained. I haven't seen it in a while. I would certainly watch it again. So why double dip? Well, for $4.50, I picked this up. Owning the Blu-ray, did not own a DVD, so I picked this up. Some of you may have seen this thing. It's got the simulated bullet hole in it. Comes in a heavy glass, plexiglass case. Has a, what's the insert? Has a linen box. This all looks new, by the way. I'm convinced that these discs look brand new. In this thing is a limited edition cell, a book on assassins, and some postcards and so on. I am convinced this was never... In fact, I don't even think this was used. It said used on it for $4.49. I don't know why, because it just looks too new. Everything about it. It smells new, if that makes any sense. This looks new on it. Everything looked new on this thing. I swear to you, I can tell those those resealable plastic things that some stuff comes in, they were not open, because when I went to open it, I could see the difference between how it looks when it's been pulled apart and tried to put back together again versus never been opened. I think this was new. But in any event, whether new or used, for $4.49, it was $4.99, and I get a 10% discount on top of it. I could not pass up Wanted with all these extras. There's a ton of them on here. Very cool. Everything's in it. The postcards, the book, everything's here. And I just really thought it looked cool for $4.49. And I didn't own the DVD. So sometimes when you don't own the DVD, nice to kind of pick it up. So I'm just going to leave that in the background when I get to some of the other stuff I picked up. Went to Best Buy. Had to get this one. Everybody's seen it already. $22.99 for the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital HD ultraviolet copy. Love having the HD violet copy. I know a lot of people don't care about the ultraviolet and the HD, and I have mixed feelings on it, but I'll tell you what. When I've got my iPad and I'm ready to travel someplace, it is cool to think that I can just download that onto my iPad and have it there if I want it. Delete it when I'm done, and it's still available in the cloud to watch it on Wi-Fi if I have Wi-Fi. So that's very cool. Gravity. Best movie of the year according to Time. I'm not going to doubt. I haven't seen it. It seems better to have that right there. But anyway, I've seen the previews. It looks great. I'll look forward to it. And having never seen it before, I'm sure it'll have a. I'll watch it on the big screen on the 55-inch TV downstairs from about 5 feet away. It'll look big. Turn the lights off. Turn the sound up. Oh yeah, it'll be good. Anyway, that's Gravity. You've probably seen that before. You may not have seen this next one before. I picked this up. I haven't opened it yet. I've seen every other sigil packaging except for this one at Best Buy. So my guess is this is the rare one. This is the House Targaryen, my favorite house. Blu-ray, DVD and digital copy of the third season, the best season of Game of Thrones. And there's no debate. If you haven't seen the third season of the HBO phenomenon that is Game of Thrones, you really need to check it out. You know, they split the third book of Song of Ice and Fire into 2 seasons, which was probably a good move. And this one just has some amazing television moments. I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but the wedding was awesome. Yeah, the Reigns of Castamere. Unbelievable wedding. Unbelievable wedding. Really need to see it. Very dramatic moments in this. You know, the thing about the novel and also, of course, the show is that main characters can come and go. And come as in, you know, seem like, man, this is going to be a main character. This is going to be somebody who's going to be here for a while. They could be dead by the end of the episode. So you never know who's going to be around and who's not going to be around. But I love this packaging. I wanted to get it the last time around on season 2. But I like the packaging a lot. I wanted to get it on season 3. It seems appropriate. I can sort of see 3 heads of the dragons for season 3. It says the complete third season. I haven't opened it, like I said, but I know that when I open it, it's going to have that same piece that the clear thing goes over. That has the image of the dragon on. I just like this better. To each their own, but I like the Targaryen packaging. Now, I said I was lucky, and I was. You know, I called over to Best Buy and I said, you know, do you have any of those Thor Steelbooks? And they said, well, let me check online. And they came back 5 minutes later, this is on the phone, and said, no, sorry, looks like the website is all sold out. Of course, it's Best Buy we're dealing with. And I said, you know, I know the website sold out. What I was hopeful is that you might have gotten more in. You know, I don't know. I'm assuming there's none to be had anymore online, but is it possible you had another shipment or a late shipment? Because they only got like 5 or 6 in initially, I thought. And maybe they're just in that limited supply. Could be. She said, well, let me check. She came back a minute later. She said, no, the woman that stocked said we didn't get any more in. Let me check the system. I said, cool, go ahead and check the system. So about another 3 minutes later, I hear her hit the key. She comes back on and she says, well, it says we have 1. Would you like me to look? At this point, I've been on hold for like 9 minutes, you know, on and off. No, I don't want you to look. I was just curious. Yes, I want you to look, please. You know, of course, I'm not sarcastic to the Best Buy people because I know they can be pissy if you're pissy with them. So I just think it. I said, yeah, well, yeah, that'd be great if you would check for me. I'd really appreciate it. So she comes back on 5 minutes later and says, I'm really sorry, I couldn't find it. Maybe you can come in and have better luck than I do. And I said, yeah, that's not likely. I'm not usually a lucky guy, but maybe I'll take a chance. I wanted to buy something. I wanted to buy a Gravity anyway. I was heading over there to get that. I said, well, it doesn't hurt. So I get into the store, and who comes over to me but the DirecTV guy? And if you've shopped in the Beast, you know that these DirecTV people are like bees to a flower when you're in the DVD section because you're browsing, you got nothing to do. they can tell you're browsing. They come over and they always say the same thing. Finding what you're looking for? Or need any help finding what you're looking for? And normally, of course, the response is, no, I'm all set. I'm just looking. And then they say, hey, did anybody tell you about the deal we're offering today? And that's when you run. Now, that's when they go into their thing about DirecTV and how much they can save you over Comcast or whoever you're using. And but instead of saying, no, I'm all set, I said, yeah, you know what? I can't find this Thor The Dark World Steelbook. And there's supposed to be one in the store, according to the system. The lady I talked to on the phone, I said, maybe the purchase didn't catch up yet, or the system didn't catch up with the last purchase, but you guys were sold out Tuesday. Today's Thursday. I mean, I don't think that's really likely. The guy said, well, I don't work here. Let me go check with my friend who works up front. I said, fine. So he goes away, and I have I'm not giving any great hope for this because, it's the DirecTV guy. And what's he going to do? He doesn't know anything about anything except for DirecTV. So he comes back and he says, I see him coming back empty-handed. And I'm thinking, great, what a wasted time. I wasted more time trying to find this thing. And I looked everywhere, by the way. I was just looking for any Steelbook. I don't think they have any Steelbook in that whole store. Certainly not a Thor one, and I don't think they have any. The guy comes back, he says, good news. I don't think he's going to say, I'll put you on a list, or he said, my friend said there's one in the back on the manager's desk. I'm like, this is too cool. I'm like, wow, thanks a lot, man. So his friend comes out, hands the DirecTV guy that, and he hands it to me, and the thing is flawless. It's going to have a mark on it. Now, here's my take on it. You guys can tell me what you think. I think the manager had it back there for somebody. Like, they're not supposed to save it, but if you know the manager, they'll put one aside. Maybe the manager's going to sell it on eBay. The things are selling for, I don't know, $40 or $50. I looked last night. I thought, man, if it's $30, I'll buy it because it really looks sharp. I never got the first Thor, and Thor is one of my favorite comic characters. I used to read it as a kid. I still have someplace a lot of Thor comics. They're not in great shape, but man, they're still readable. So, in other words, they're not worth any money because the covers are torn, and I bought them when the covers were torn. I just wanted to read them when I was a kid. And anyway, I love the first Thor Steelbook, and love this one too. So I missed out on the first Thor Steelbook. Of course, I have the Blu-ray, but I never got the Steelbook, and I'm not about to spend what it costs, nor would I want anybody to buy it for me for like a gift or something. It's not worth it to me, as much as I think it's cool. And then, so anyway, I didn't think I was going to get this one at all, and sure enough, here it shows up. It's in pristine condition. I say it was being saved for the manager, or the manager's buddy, or somebody, someplace. But you know what? I didn't stick around to ask any questions. That DirecTV guy handed it to me. I shook his hand and said, thanks a lot, man. I'll see you again. And I scooted out of there, got to the register, and got checked out before the manager maybe showed up for a shift or something. I wasn't taking any chances. There's no way I wanted to be seen with the thing in my hand, for fear that the manager was going to walk in and spot it in my hand. Although, once it was in my hand, he was not getting it away from me. Let me put it that way. But I didn't want the whole. I was in a hurry at that point. My lunch time was winding down. I usually try to take about an hour. It's about an hour and 40 minutes, so occasionally I'll go over. Anyway, I got it. I'm real happy with it. It looks great. You've seen it before probably, but you've got the matte finish on it. This is embossed here, the Thor. It looks sharp. Real nice image there. And then the side, the cape kind of bends around. You've got the 3 pictures on the back of Odin, Loki, and Jane, I guess that is it. Jane, or is that Sif? That's Jane, I think. Jane in some sort of costume. The inside, the discs are plain, but who cares? Nice image there. It is Jane there, I think. Thor. The 3D, which I don't own, and the regular Blu-ray. I may sell the 3D. I don't know. We'll see. I would have liked to have a DVD with this, quite frankly, but it didn't come with one. Oh well. All right, guys, that's it for now. Dean of DVD. Take care.